It's up and good, 15-0 here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady. He'll buy some time right. He drops it off for Bernard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete there to Johnson. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Johnson, 61 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day, all day.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for KC.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
We got to go, baby.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Brady going to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Back, back, back.
To throw, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Keep playing hard.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike, 53.
He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. Oh, able to avoid him. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. The 40, the 30, and down to the 19-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined, no one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and the lead will shrink to 6. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big run by the big man Fournette. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases.
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams, the spark that often wins games.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Let's go.
Brady now to throw.
53, Mike 53.
And that is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Wait, that's 29. Alpha. Right there, 56.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. They'll roll him out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Giovanni Bernard from 19 yards away. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes now to throw, rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
56 to Mike.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
Let's go, baby.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Chris Godwin. 61 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Suckup for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. William Golston. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. To try again after the sack, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Brady. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of it.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
That's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Wait, set. Wide 20. Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I want that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. He rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain. Because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. He'll have another 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. 74 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You. Let's go!
Brady now on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, not here. Check 4.
Now Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, and that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Check 53's Mike. Here we go, Pete. It's just me and you.
But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. Let's go, Artie. Here we go. Double tight, double tight. Double tight. Three down, three down. Three down, three down.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Fight on these two, fight on these two.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
Army, Army.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
Let's go.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 11 now.
45. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Now Edwards-Helaire. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it, and the Buccaneers have it.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady dumps it off to Fournette. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Touchdown! 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point try now for Suckup. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yellow. 45. Here we go, G. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the pass.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yellow. 45. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong. That one, he correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Yellow.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. 45's the mic. Let's go, baby. Double dog.
On first down, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Mike's 5'4". Hey, tight.
Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Get ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the 24, Brady. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. He completes it to Evans. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80. Check the outs. Check the easy.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We got it.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
So still time remaining here in this fourth quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Suckup for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
Here we go with Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
I got you, son. I got you.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. A dump down to McKinnon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We ain't beginning.
Brady going to look to throw.
Don't get nervous.
And a catch right side by Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
I got you.
Now Brady. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Brady to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
I don't want to bash the man with the controls, but why do you go for two there? You only needed one.
Yeah, the only thing I can think is they thought they had a 2-point play that they knew was going to get in for them, and they wanted to go ahead and run it. Or maybe they just got confused on their chart, because everyone keeps that chart about when to go for two, when to go for one. Maybe that got confused a little bit.
Or maybe they're just an arrogant gamer. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. They're going into the final play of this.